A big bienvenue to our fans around the world from Montreal, Quebec. Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Lawler.
And folks, let me assure you that tonight's show is a lot better than JR's French.
Jeez. Well, there's no question of that, King. These Montreal fans are ready to get started, and so am I. So what are we waiting for? And it's been reversed. Looks like he's trying for a pin here.
I think I know why all these fans love Scott. Watch out! He reversed it!
This capacity crowd is solidly behind their superstar. Look at this.
Wow, could you be any more biased, JR? How about some fair and balanced commentary? I can't believe he countered that one. How many times does Scotty Too Hotty have to lose before he realizes that he's just not cut out for this business?
You know, King, some superstars aren't just, oh boy, this is not going to be an easy hole to escape from.
It sure isn't, JR. I've been on the wrong end of that one many times. It's like he read his opponent's mind.
What?
I wonder how far these superstars are willing to go to get the win here tonight.
As far as it takes, King. We've seen them put their bodies on the line time and time again. And I'm sure tonight will be no different.
He countered that one perfectly. If any superstar shows the slightest hint of weakness, they've lost the match.
That's for sure.
We could have a pinfall here, JR. I don't know why he thought he was going to get the pin there.
He's not going to get caught with that one.
I hope these superstars can make it through this match without suffering a serious injury.
So do I, King, but this ain't ballet. This is very intense, physical competition. He's a slippery devil.
I've got to say, JR, I'm really impressed by what we've seen here tonight.
How could you not be, King? These are some of the finest athletes in all of sports entertainment.
I know that, JR. I'm just saying that this has been a great match so far.
It has indeed, King, and I think it's only going to get better from here on out.
Yes! That was an incredible move! What strategy!
Strategy, my Oklahoma ass. That's cheating, plain and simple. And there he goes. The submission is locked in.
Oh my gosh! He might make his opponent tap right here!
Look at this! Look at this! You talk about a house of fire, you're seeing it right here!
Yeah? Well, somebody better put out that fire, or this one's not going to end well. Oh man, I've been in this hole before, JR. This brings back some bad memories.
I can understand why, King. I can't even imagine the pain being inflicted here.
After some of the things we've seen in this ring, JR, I think we'd better remind the folks at home not to try this stuff themselves.
That's for damn sure, King. The WWE superstars are trained professionals.
And even they don't walk away from every match in the best shape.
They sure don't. We've seen more than one superstar taken out of here on a stretcher. One.
I feel so lucky that I'm actually getting to see these superstars wrestle each other.
Me too, King. This one has the...
He saw that one coming.
A lot of blood, sweat, and tears have been shed in that very ring.
And I think there's going to be a lot more shed here tonight.
No doubt about that, King. These superstars are going to leave it all in the ring. You can count on that. The submission is locked in. This could be huge.
Oh my gosh, JR! You can't go on without tapping out to this.
What a reversal. Have you ever seen a kid with the look, the charisma, and the raw power of this Mark Jindrak? Talk about your hot prospect.
I agree. Jindrak's had a couple of good moments on SmackDown, and it takes more than that to be a truly great WWE superstar.
Give the kid some time, King. He's got his whole career ahead of him, for crying out loud.
Not if he doesn't keep his mind on this match, he doesn't, JR. Jindrak's got to spend less time being impressed with himself. He turned the tables on his opponent with that one. I don't think that these superstars have even contemplated the fact that they might lose.
I'm sure they have. That's not the kind of attitude you come in with and expect to pick up the win.
You're right about that, JR. If you can't see yourself having your arm raised by the referee when it's over, don't bother showing up. JR's not going to be happy about this one, folks. I think one of his favorites is going to get beat like the proverbial government mule.
I'm not playing favorites, King. I might have issues with certain superstars as human beings, but I respect their in-ring abilities nonetheless.
JR, you're so full of it that you've got diarrhea of the mouth and constipation of the brain. I've heard all the hype about Mark. He reversed it. I almost feel bad for Taz and Michael Cole. They never get to call matches as good as this.
SmackDown's had its fair share of exciting matchups, King, but I'm inclined to agree with you. There's nothing like watching the Raw superstars perform live.
And we're so lucky, JR. We get to see them every single week.
What a submission hold! Could this be a tap out?
It isn't. The hold can't be broken. You can't take this kind of pain for long.
That went nowhere.
These superstars are putting on a great match so far, JR. But if they drop the ball, these fans will let them hear about it.
I don't think that's going to happen, King. These competitors know that their paychecks come straight from the WWE fans. They're not going to let them down.
Yeah, but if they don't keep the fans happy...
If wishes were fishes, the world would be an ocean. But that's not the case now, is it?
His opponent telegraphed that one.
I'm not so sure this one's about winning or losing anymore. I think it's become more personal than that.
Of course it's personal, JR. Anytime you step into the ring with someone who wants to beat you down in order to win the match, it's personal.
I guess I can't argue with that, King. I just wonder if they'll be able to settle their differences in this match, or if it's going to wind up big. You're not going to get him with that one.
So, how do you think this one's going to turn out, JR?
Honestly, King, I have absolutely no idea. Anything can happen here in the WWE. He's got his opponent stunned. This is his chance.
Wow! Did you see that DDT, JR?
A reversal. Can he capitalize on it?
I don't think there's going to be anything left of these superstars by the time they're done.
There may not be, King. They may...
Uh-oh. Talk about a hole you don't want to find yourself in.
No kidding. This will rearrange your anatomy. He countered that and made it look easy.
Well, from the looks of things, it's not hard to tell how this one's going to go.
What are you talking about, King? I think this is still an extremely competitive match that could go either way.
You know, JR, it's obvious that the only exercise you get is stretching the truth or jumping to conclusions.
Well, judging from the shape I'm in, I don't appear to be doing too much of either, King. You're looking pretty fit, though, I must say.
This match has the potential to be an instant classic, and I think these fans are too stupid to realize it. Wow, there's a hole you don't want to find yourself in, JR.
You sure don't, King. We've seen many a superstar tap out to this one.
There's the reversal. His opponent has softened him up, JR. Now it's in for the kill.
He's got no defense left against a strong submission hold.
That submission is locked in, JR, and this is a tough hold to break.
It sure is, King. And even if you break the hold, it takes its toll on you. Excellent counter. What ring presence.
You think this is going to be a back and forth kind of match? Or do you think this is going to be pretty one-sided, JR?
I couldn't tell you, King. These superstars are so unpredictable that you can never tell how a match is going to go.
He's a 3 count away from a pinfall.
Would you look at that? A blatantly illegal maneuver. That should be a disqualification.
You might be right, JR, but I don't hear the ring bell. This match is still going. What a counter!
This is a risky move. It could prove to be disastrous. We've got to be nearing the end.
He's got his opponent in position.
All the way up and all the way down again. Right on the back of the...
1, 2.
So, JR,
3.
are you enjoying the match so far?
Yes, I am.
4.
I think these superstars are putting on one
5.
hell of an exhibition here tonight.
What's your favorite part of it so far?
6.
I don't think it's happened yet. My favorite part of the match
7.
would be when you quit yapping and let me enjoy it.
Now, JR, keep your words soft and sweet because you may have to eat them later. I wonder if SmackDown's going to have anything nearly this good next Thursday.
I think we both know the answer to that one, King. How could they compete with a match like this? A textbook reversal there. So, King, any predictions about the outcome of this match?
No. Every time I make a guess as to who's going to win, I never hear the end of it from you.
Maybe that wouldn't happen if you got one right every now and then. If one of these superstars starts to build momentum, it could be the beginning of the end of this match.
That's right, JR. You don't see a lot of matches won with 1 or 2 big moves.
You sure don't. You've got to lay the groundwork first.
I think he's looking to end this match, JR.
He sure is, King. What a tremendous DDT that was.
It looks like they've slowed the match down a little, and I think that's some good strategy right there.
It certainly is. I'm sure they're well acquainted with the old expression. And there's the submission. There might not be any way out of it.
There better be, but we're going to see a tap out right here. I thought I'd pick the winner before the match started, JR, but now I'm having second thoughts.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, King. Usually I wonder if you've even had first thoughts.
It looks like these superstars are looking for an opening.
And the first one to find one will take control of this match. The spirit may be willing, but the flesh is weak. I don't think any human being could keep this up for long in that condition. This is a classic matchup, King. He went straight for the pin.
One.
No flies on him.
I'll tell you, JR, it's rough to get to a point in a match where you want to keep going, but you just don't have anything left. I think that's what's happening here. You can look at any professional sport you want, JR, and you won't find more incredible athletes than the WWE superstars.
You're not wrong, King. They compete every week until they are physically incapable of continuing. There's no off-season in the WWE.
We're not talking about running a ball down a field or slapping a puck into a net. This is serious physical competition.
It sure is. The toughest athletes in the world are on the WWE roster. And
There's the pin! I could watch these superstars go at it all night, JR.
so could I, King. But all good things must come to an end. Let's just hope it just doesn't end too soon.
I can't even imagine what these superstars will put each other through.
I don't think you'd have to use much imagination,
One.
King. I think they intend to show you right here tonight.
3, 4,
I'd ask you who you want to win this matchup, JR, but it's been pretty obvious
5.
since the start of the show who you're pulling for.
I'm trying to remain as objective as
6.
I can, King. Quite frankly, I'd rather see a good competitive matchup than see a particular superstar win or lose this thing.
Oh, come on. Everyone knows you play favorites. You're always trying to kiss up to the fans by talking up whoever they're cheering for.
I've never been a kiss-up in my life, King, which is more than I can say for some people.
What a finishing move! I get chills every time I see it. I feel like the luckiest guy in the world, JR. I can't believe I actually get paid to do this job.
Well, don't let Eric Bischoff hear you say that, King, or you might wind up having to do it for free.
That's true. Bischoff's so cheap, he won't even tip a canoe.
I think we're beginning to see the effects of this very tough, very physical matchup on these contestants. I tell you, King, sometimes I get exhausted just watching these superstars compete.
I know what you mean, JR. I don't think most people appreciate what incredible athletes these WWE superstars really are.
You've got to have some excellent conditioning to be able to do what they do.
Well, that's the name of the game, JR. You gotta keep moving. No dog ever peed on a moving car.
Oh, that's a lovely image, King. I'd ask you where you come up with this stuff, but I don't think I want to know, quite frankly.
Oh boy, you might want to close your eyes, JR. This one could get ugly.
You're damn right it could. It could get bowling shoe ugly. And that's what this business is all about. It's not ballet, you know. The submission has been expertly applied, and now it's just a matter of time.
That's right, JR. You've either got to break the hold or get broken by it.
If I live to be 100, I'll never understand why they leave so many damn weapons under the ring. It's almost like they want the superstars to use them on each other.
3,
Oh, what a shot from that steel chair.